Guys, we all know Solana is in the toilet right now, so this is the time to accumulate. This is the time to buy more Solana and buy more Solana NFTs while it's all cheap. So if you guys are new, you guys know what to do. Drop a like. Let's get into it, folks. I'm showing you guys 3 projects that I think you really might want to check out. As always, folks, this is not financial advice, just my personal opinions. And of course, you guys should let me know down below in the comments which of these you guys liked the best. So the first project I wanted to talk about is a new mint from OG Astro Babies, which is an NFT collection of 5,000 gens building the Astro Club Metaverse and Astro Marketplace on Planet Solana. This project has been around for a little while, and recently their floor has actually gone up from like 0.4 to 1.4, which is definitely a nice bit of growth, and that's because these guys have been building. If you take a look at their Twitter, you guys will note there actually is a ton of footage of the Astro Clubhouse, which is the official home here of the Astro Babies NFT, and these guys are constantly working on something. So if you guys will note, the Baby Pups mint is coming on June 8th, but essentially these guys are trying to be everything that NFTs can be over in El Salvador. They have an IDO for their ABB token coming up very soon, and of course a party over at their clubhouse coming on June 9th, celebrating the official launch, of course, of the Astro Baby Pups. So of course you guys can see that right now staking has been going well, with of course the desire to deliver utility to holders of the ABB token. They also showcase the Astro Gallery and Marketplace, which is the place to delight yourself to the most visionary NFT marketplace on Solana, backed by Astro Babies. So of course trying to help support their ambitions of launching their casino and all of that. So here is a little bit what this is actually going to look like here in El Salvador, and I've actually spoken with them a little bit about this, and they look to have everything in place. They've gotten involved in actually purchasing the land, purchasing the area in which they're going to launch this, and there's tons of real life stuff going on over in El Salvador that these guys are constantly staying on top of. Once again, what I love about this project is that this is a very ambitious group of people with a very ambitious set of goals. You guys can see here, win a Tesla Model 3. You need to mint, of course, each of the Astro NFTs, and some instructions, of course, are in their Discord in relation to this. But a lot of people here working on their team. And again, this project has been around for a while. They did not let a low floor price discourage them from continuing to build and provide value to their holders. And ultimately, that is what I look for. So again, so much to like here with the casino and the Astro Gallery and Marketplace. The beta testing for this marketplace is going to start next week, so these guys have a lot in the pipeline, and I really think they're going to do some good things in the future. But before we go any further, guys, let's talk a little bit about my Patreon. I have worked tirelessly to make this the best NFT group out there. By joining my Patreon, you guys get literally an insane amount of content. You'll get a custom Discord role, direct access to me in a DM, full access to Matt's NFT dojo, crypto and altcoin trade signals, access to my exclusive NFT watch list, whitelist opportunities, priority access to my live streams, and so much more. To be honest with you guys, I think it's a steal for only $10 a month. And of course, if you guys would like to talk to me over voice in a voice call, you guys could always join the Emerald and above tier, which has that offered. Currently, there are hundreds of people joining the Patreon every month, and they absolutely love it. Link down below in the description. The next project here is launching at a price of 5 Solana, which might sound like a crazy price, but again, keep in mind, folks, Solana is like 40 bucks at any given moment of any given day. This is a collection called Ape. Just Ape. That's literally their Twitter, Just Ape. This is a collection of 10,000 apes that will take us back to the basics, none of the fluff, all of the value, and they have 300,000 followers. That is crazy. I can actually see this being one of the largest mints out there, and I definitely think if you can get your hands on a whitelist spot, you'd probably be doing pretty good. So again, Ape, if you take a look at their website, pretty simple. It's Just Ape. You take a look at their mission statement here, why we're all here. We're here because we believe in the same thing, a shared belief in the power of Web3 and its ability to bridge gaps, yada, yada, yada. Our mission at Ape is to facilitate this gap closing as much as we can, focus on connecting our on-chain brand to its off-chain equivalent, and keeping it very basic, keeping it very simple. IRL events, merchandise, Just Ape Studios, and showroom. So this is interesting to me because what this essentially is an experiment in is whether or not you could take a very simple NFT with not an elaborate website, not an elaborate token, not an elaborate roadmap, and to be honest, not a whole lot to look through when sorting through their Twitter and website. You're taking an NFT like that and seeing if you can grow just off of community alone. And again, we've seen this happen recently with OK Bears. I don't think the majority of people that bought OK Bears actually cared all that much about their roadmap. It was simply a community, it was simply a profile pic kind of vibe going on on there. So I'm curious as to whether or not this Ape project is going to replicate that. And on top of all that, their Twitter here is absolutely popping. You guys can see Ape launch party event here with food and beverages, meet and greets, live NFTs, interactive experiences here with some sponsors, some very large projects, the champions being particularly large with a high floor. And they get a response from Shaq. So absolutely crazy stuff. Again, their Twitter here looks to be doing very well. And I definitely think this is perhaps worth minting compared to a lot of other projects coming out these days. The final project I want to talk about here is going to be a very big play for those who can do this right. This is Dupies, which is essentially a second offshoot of the DeGods brand. So DeGods, of course, being one of the largest Solana NFTs of all time, one of my all-time favorite projects as well, they actually are launching a new project called Dupies. And we don't know a whole lot about what this project is going to do, but just some very, very minimal look at their artwork and whatnot. But here is what you need to know. So 13,333 NFTs, which is a very large supply. But again, this is the DeGods team we're talking about. I don't think supply matters here. Dead Gods holder get 1 mint each. So if you have a Dead God, you were able to mint 1 Dupie at a time, and you can only mint with dust. That is the only token in which you can mint. So you cannot use Solana. You have to use dust, which is incredible in my opinion because most NFTs don't do this. So what has happened here? What has happened is that the DeGods team was able to build a brand and build a token that is so successful, that is so strong, that they're able to launch an entirely new NFT that is being minted with only that token. That is crazy. That is unreal. There are very few projects I've ever seen which have actually done something like this. So you can stake your Dupies, but with a twist. So staking without any tokens. So there will be a way to level up without actually earning a token from staking. This is, of course, good because you wouldn't want to oversaturate your community with tokens. And, of course, they have some FAQs and things like that here in the bottom. So the way to play this, at least in my opinion, and I think the way most people are going to be trying to play this, is to get dust while it is cheap. Now, dust happens to be cheap today, and the reason why dust is down a little bit today is because, or is up a little bit today, sorry, is because dust is actually being halved. So if you have a Dead God or a DeGod, you officially earn half as much dust as you did in the past. This has been very bullish for the token because, of course, if you are trying to get dust, now you have to essentially pay more. There is going to be less opportunity to earn it as a Dead God and DeGod earn a lot less than they used to. So, of course, that is great tokenomics. That is a masterclass in tokenomics, in fact. So, I'd imagine most people would end up purchasing dust here while it is cheap and then using that dust once it's at $5 or $10 to go and mint a Dupie. It's hard to say what will be more profitable, whether or not you want to just sell your dust once you've minted your Dupie or doing something different. But I definitely do think snagging this up while it's under $4 or $5 is a good idea, and of course will help support you on that mint. That being said, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments, of course, which of these projects was your favorites, and of course, massive thanks to Astro Babies for working together with me on this video. I love the project, and I hope they do some great things here in the future. So that being said, guys, my name is Matt. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.